Alright, y'all, welcome back to the All Sports Pass Media High School channel. I'm your host, Youth. It is final game week. Week 1 of the high school football season is finally here. The most anticipated time of the year, basically, in my opinion, over the college football season and Christmas season. High school football season is one of the most peakest seasons of all time. And of course, we're here to predict week 1 of the season. Recaps will start next week. For now, we're just starting predictions. And it's going to be a big one. We got plenty of good games today. So, let's take a look at those games, shall we? Now, of course, I usually do not start game of the week this early. We don't even start off the predictions with game of the week. But, game of the week this week does run on a Thursday, so this would normally be the North Channel game of the week, but because of all the stuff going on, rebrands and that kind of stuff, it is now the name of the week here. Of course, Powell at Anderson County. It is always one of the most anticipated days of the season. It's always the first game of the season other than Bearden West. And it's always the Thursday game when it comes to it being at Anderson County, you know. 2 years ago, Powell and Anderson County was the starting game for the 2024 season. This year, it's the starting game for the 2026 season. And I'll be here for it. I'll be here for the game. And it'll be exciting to watch. Of course, I've mentioned in the team predictions that is now officially out on my YouTube channel. It was released on Saturday. That, of course, both teams have a bit of disimprovements. Although, my Anderson County roster stuff, that's outdated because there have been more transfers coming into Anderson County recently. They got Hobie Ward out of Concord Christian, which I heard he's a very good athlete. I believe I saw him at Concord. It is Webb. Not sure if he played in that game, but he did transfer to Anderson County recently this week. So, of course, Anderson County now looks to be back to their form that they were last season, which now strengthens their case of beating Powell, which I still haven't beaten Powell, but now it's probably not going to be closer than what I thought it was. I think Anderson County is probably going to win by like a touchdown or two. No discrediting Powell or anything. Powell's still a pretty good team. Anderson County, with those recent transfers, they just have more of a chance now. The next game we are going to talk about is Central at Dobyns-Bennett. Now, this is a major game if this is a 6A versus 6A game. Central being 5-0, they're not big enough to be 6A, but still a pretty major game in the Tri-Cities. Not Central being one of the best teams in Knox County right now. And, of course, them getting better. Of course, we looked at the Jamborees. Anderson County, they beat Kingston last week at Harriman. 14-0. Kingston, a pretty good 3A team. Favorites to win that region. And Central winning its dips. I believe the score was 6-0 or 7-0. I'm not really that sure. But Central was really good at his dips. I have no idea how Powell did in his Bearden, though. Some Bearden fan told me they got dominated, but I don't think that's the case. Of course, I will give out updates. In the description, I'm uploading the Powell Bearden video, even though it was at Harriman. I do have credits to Tanosh Taylor out of Knoxville Central, which is the team we're talking about, for the clips of Powell and Bearden. And right now, I have it as to be announced. I don't know the score yet, but eventually, once I know the score, I will make changes in the description. So I don't know how Powell and Bearden did. I heard from a Bearden fan that Powell got dominated, but I don't think that's the case. Anyways, huge day for Central. They travel to Dobyns-Bennett. I've been there before with Bearden. It's very easy to beat Dobyns-Bennett over there, apparently, for some weird reason. Some of the Bearden players from 2024, they're currently at Central right now. And along with more talent from Central, I think Central will find a way to win this game. I haven't really kept up with Dobyns-Bennett as I'm no longer in the 6A level of things. But I do think Knoxville Central will win by a field goal. Next up, we'll talk about Winona City and their trip to Campbell County. I said this in the predictions. Of course, I think Winona City will win this game. and they'll probably win by 2 touchdowns or more. I haven't seen any improvement from Campbell County, and I haven't heard from them the 5-star preps jamboree as well, which I'm not going to have any clips uploaded there. But I do have some from Harriman and Bearden, just not from 5-star preps or Carson Newman. I haven't heard anything from Campbell County, but I do think Lenore City will win this game just because I believe they have more of a talent. Campbell County, I haven't really seen any bit improvement from them. So I do think Lenore City will win this game on the road. Coming up next is Clinton and their opener at Heritage. Another major game to say the least. This game was canceled last year for rain, which if you in the background you can kind of hear it right now of the rain going on, but whatever it is, it doesn't bother me right now. This is a big game for Clinton because their coach was originally from Heritage before going over to Knox Alpha and then to Clinton. So it kind of feels like a revenge game twice. They never got to play last year, and it's Heritage. It's an alumni game. It's like Clinton versus Bearden, or Clinton versus Hardin Valley, or Hardin Valley versus Harns. Whatever it is, it's like those type of revenge games, you know? I'm not talking about my experiences. I do think Clinton will win this game. They looked very good as Oliver Springs, but then again, it's 1A Oliver Springs. They did lose to Midway, but the JV team was out there, which was a disclaimer I put in the description as well. I do think Clinton will win this game. They'll probably win by like a touchdown or 2. I just think Clinton has the better talent. Finally, last but not least, we have South Doyle in their trip to Austin East. I don't know about this thing for South Doyle. I don't know how South Doyle did as Bearden, but I heard they got dominated by Bearden. I doubt it, but it kind of does seem more likely than Powell getting dominated by Bearden. So if South Doyle did lose to Bearden, that does kind of lower my hopes of South Doyle being Austin East. Especially when Austin East blew out Hards, which people say were going to be good this season. But I digress. I might change my prediction up a little bit. I now think that Austin East will beat South Doyle just barely by a field goal or maybe even 1 point. I may be wrong, but we will see. I think Austin East with that home field advantage, and the way I've seen them this orange, I think they have a chance. Anyways, that's all I have for you today. This is the All Sports Pass Media High School channel. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to subscribe to the main channel as well. It will really help us out. So yeah, your host Steve signing out.